So it seems that we are going to be starting with game number 2, and it's gonna be the home map for Team Defax, and it's gonna be played on Mediterranean. So let's see how that's going to be going for them. Here at the top, first player will be 50 Shades, playing as the Hades again. Mythic Snake, his teammate, going for Uranus, same as last game. And he will be facing Swiss Boy on his side, who is going for Kronos, which is definitely a good choice on the water map, as you can deconstruct the dock, which is definitely a good idea usually. So let's see how this is going to be going for them. Gathering from the pigs, definitely a good idea. He could have gone for the chickens also. I think it's generally better to go for the herds than the hunt on this map, if he even has any. Does he even have any? Not scouted yet, but it just takes such a long time to kill the boars, and you're usually going to be delayed if you do so. Anyways, on the other side, it's going to be Kiludai playing as Gaia, who is gonna be facing 50 Shades on his side. And well, Gaia, it's, you know, you have to boost from the trees early on for the wood, which is definitely quite nice. Though you will have some problems with harassment from the opponents early on, because you will need to build Raxus in order to deal with it. So that can definitely be a bit harder, but it's definitely possible. But early land harassment can definitely be quite hard. As you see, Kiludai is going for the chickens, and it seems that they are all taking the herds pretty much. Are they? Yes, they are. They all are. This is not really all that efficient. Just let the pig die. I feel like you should put one villi on that, just to make it not go to waste, and then he can go for the chickens. This is a bit of a waste, to be honest. Alright. Quite a lot of pigs for 50 Shades. Another Gaia forest. I expect it to be near Swiss Boy. Actually it isn't, so he's gonna take advantage of it only by himself. Interesting forest over here, to be honest. Quite interesting indeed. Also this one, why didn't he surround the tower? That would have definitely been a bit better idea, it feels to me. I mean, it was so close anyway, so he could have protected the towers. There's no Odin or anything in this game, or Thor, so it would be a pretty good idea. Unfortunately he didn't go for that. Also this side of the TC, well, this one is safer, but this will protect the TC at least a bit against any kind of early harassment. 50 Shades right now going for a temple. Is the temple, yes, for Mythic Snake as well, and for Swiss Boy just starting now, and it seems that the Gaia is going for a temple as well. Pretty much standard stuff going on. I think Kiludai has a lot of ships already though, for rather early advance, I guess. He's going for the same early advance. I mean, the 440 coming in, yes, 435 actually. And let's see who is going to be advancing for who. Oceanus and Ares coming in. Let's see what is going to be for the Kronos and for the Uranus. I think I'm pretty sure that they are both gonna go for Prometheus though. That would be pretty much expected. Kiludai having quite a bit of boats right now, going for a second dock. Pretty good for him. It's gonna be quite a lot of food for him, having this many ships already. Definitely quite a good idea. Mythic Snake just having these 6 ships. That's the build order I use as well. He's probably using similar one to mine. I mean, you can get this many boats with the trees up, with the trees boost, I guess. So that makes definitely sense, I think. The servant right now going out for some raiding. Is 50 Shades making boats yet? Yes, he is right now. And let's see if 50 Shades is going to go for any kind of early harassment on the Gaia. That would definitely be a good move, as it will force Gaia to go for Raxus in order to deal with it. Bit of a fight going on now between Swiss Boy and Mythic Snake. Yeah, he's definitely... Let's see how this is going to be. And here, bit of fighting going on. Be careful, Killer with the boat. You could quite easily lose it. And it looks like the Cyclops is coming in to be doing a bit of early harassment on his opponent. Definitely quite a good move for him, as it will force Gaia to deal with that. Not the hero is included though, so it will be only the Cyclops dealing with everything. Bit of boats being lost for 50 Shades, as it seems. Pestilence power right now being casted on the docks. Only getting the back two, this one not, as it seems. Greek Scout here being idle. This forces Kiludai to be dealing with all of this. Deconstruction right now being cast on the dock for 50 Shades. And for some reason... Oh, he did have 2 docks. Okay, I didn't say anything. I thought he only had 1 dock. Yeah, this is definitely... I mean, it's a trade-off, I guess. I mean, they both really can't produce efficiently only with 1 dock. And the Cyclops seems to be gone. Oh no, it's not. It's gonna go harass the other buildings. Right now killing the pigs. And it seems on the other side, it seems like Mythic Snake is playing a bit defensively, but he's pretty much fine in there. Nice use of the Carnivore though I usually like, if I cast it near a dock, I like to cast it on the land so it can be harassed by ships. Though this is also quite nice. It both has its advantages, I guess, because here it can kill ships as well. And on the land it can't. Or I mean, it can't be killed by dogfire if you put it on the land. You will need to send ships for that, that's what I meant to say. Alright, what's going on right here? Mythic still pretty much in the defensive. And Swiss Boy taking quite nice advantage of his offensive position. And right now they are going for a bit of a double, as the water on this side is clearly one for the Gaia. Did he go for... No, he didn't go for restoration, by the way, with the Hades. So let's see if he's going to go for some kind of heroic, so he can maybe come back with this. Yeah, this is just a bit too much for Mythic Snake to deal with. It's all these boats by both players. It's just ridiculously much. Even with the dogfire, it's not gonna be quite enough. And it seems that Mythic is going for second TC right now, which is definitely a good idea. And it seems that Swiss Boy is having the same idea. And 50 Shades right now just finished with his second TC. Definitely a good idea to go for land when water is clearly going to be lost. Getting his Raxus up, ready to harass on the land. And it seems that Kiludai has quite a nice land army here as right now. Maybe he can catch some of these fillies, if he's careful though, because they are pretty close to the TC. Even going for third TC, pretty nice. So he is going for full boom right now, which is definitely a good idea, since they are not going to have the water economy. Another Gaia forest being cast. Again near the TC, alright. Same placement pretty much. TC right now being idle for Swiss Boy. Valor Power being cast by Mythic Snake, also by Swiss Boy just a while ago. It seems like this TC is coming up, pretty nice. Alright, right now going for the boar that was near his base. Bit of raiding right now going on here. I'm not sure if they're going to be all that successful. They might just get to 1, since 50 Shades is not really garrisoning them inside TC. Yeah, he's definitely gonna lose to 1, though Killudai is gonna lose some units as well, which it might just be worth it for him. No, not really. He just lost lots of units. That's definitely unfortunate for him. And Killudai right now going for 3rd TC as well. And is 50 Shades ready to go heroic yet? Doesn't really seem like it. How much food does he have actually? Alright, definitely a nice amount of food, but it's far from enough for heroic age or anything. I think they are just gonna have to give up on the water. Luckily for them, TCs are not in water range, so that is pretty nice for them. So at least they got so lucky that they... I mean, they're not really going to lose any TCs to it. But look at the scores, you can see that Killudai and Swiss Boy are just so much more boomed, and that's gonna be a problem for Snake and for 50 Shades a bit later, I guess. So they definitely have to do some pretty fancy strats to top their team, I guess, to regain the momentum. It's gonna be quite hard. Going for a land army just now for 50 Shades, which is definitely quite late. And right now being pushed off gold will definitely not help either. Another settlement for Mythic Snake, which means all players are going to be at 3 now. But the economic advantage is definitely there for the Team Defax, as they have the water and they are making pretty nice use of it with all the boats in here. He has the fish gather upgrade as well, which is gonna boost the economy even more. Going for Raya, definitely good option, as it is pretty nice to push versus the Greeks. Pretty nice idea in there. You should definitely be careful with these villagers though. Mediums right now coming in, no bite of the shark just yet. And it seems like Mythic Snake is being pushed in the defensive for now. And are there more heroic ages coming up? Yes, Hyperion for Swiss Boy. Definitely good choice, as Rhea is not as good versus Oranos. Definitely makes sense. Palace right now being built for Killudai, and that's gonna be a huge problem for the red player, as he only has archers so far, so it's gonna be really hard to deal with the destroyers. Medium Toxotes though. Oh, definitely a bad fight, I guess. He is winning it though. Ah, they just want to get rid of this as soon as possible, as it seems. They're not yet trained faster. It looks like they are training really fast for whatever reason. But I guess it's just normal. I think Mythic Snake might want to do a bit more Raxus up there. Let's see. How much resources he has. Is he ready? He might actually be going heroic soon. Is his armory yet up? It's not. Not just yet, I think. No, it's not up just yet. And he's gonna take out the palace with the villies. Gonna cost him quite a bit of villies, but it might just be worth it, because it will delay the the presence of the destroyers, let's say it like that. So I think that's, even though he lost a lot of villies, it will at least delay his destruction, maybe just enough in order to get heroic himself. Is he going heroic? No. Oh, even Helios coming in for Swiss Boy. That's going to be a big problem. Hyperion is coming in for Snake though. Right now a bit of raiding going on for Kiludai, who's definitely playing this quite nicely. Yes, and it seems like 50 Shades is right now realizing that this game is beyond their control and that they just cannot win this anymore. And even though Mythic Snake was still able to hold Swiss Boy, I think it wouldn't take long for him to be in huge trouble, because the economy is just so much stronger for the other players. But I must say that Team Nefax is definitely quite a scary team, to be honest. Definitely quite a scary team. Yeah, these destroyers, you see, it's just not dying. Not dying at all. He needs all these archers and it's barely dying. I don't really see the behemoths coming in just yet though. Now let's have a look at the post game. I think we forgot that last game to do that. Yeah, you can definitely see the water economy being quite a big difference. I mean, Mythic Snake and Kiludai are similar, though still far apart. But especially 50 Shades, he was just really far behind. He really tried his best though. He was quite nicely boomed in the end, but I mean, losing the water was a huge problem for him.
Yes.
Definitely nice KD ratio for Kiludai, and unfortunately not so nice for 50 Shades. Swiss Boy had a rather later advance though. He was quite late. Same for Mythic Snake actually. They were both a bit delayed for some reason. Yeah, you can definitely see the problem of the heroic age, as he was just forced to fight. He just couldn't allow the what's it called? He just couldn't allow the palace to get up and produce destroyers, so he just was forced to fight, and which went horrible for him, which is understandable, to be honest. He didn't lose all that many villagers though. You can barely see any losses. Alright, GG then.